Hey, I'm Paul, the running shoe guru. This is Marathon Handbook, and this is the new Puma ForeverRun Nitro. So the ForeverRun Nitro is a real new concept from Puma with regards cushioning and stability. It features the brand's Nitro Foam, which is a nitrogen injected foam, so it gives it that soft, plush, responsive feel, but it comes in a dual density package where we have an outer rim, but also embedded within the shoe, so kind of embedded in the center here, we have a softer density of the Nitro Foam, and that creates the stability by essentially allowing the heel bone and the foot to sink inside the shoe, so the outer rim kind of cradles it to provide the support. The result is a real soft, plush, natural feeling ride. But first of all, a few stats about the shoe. It's £140 in the UK, €160. Weight comes in the men's size at 272 grams, in the ladies 224 grams. Stack height is 36 millimeters in the heel, 26 millimeters in the forefoot, so that gives us a 10 millimeter drop. The upper and the fit, pretty much true to size. It is a little roomier in the forefoot, it's a little bit broader. That's one of the features that Puma says help contribute to stabilizing the foot, particularly in what they call late stage overpronation. Another feature to help there is the way that the outsole, and that's a Puma grip outsole, so great traction, curls up around the midsole as well. Again, I'll come back onto that. So, Nitro Foam, soft, springy, responsive, as good as any other Nitro Foam on the market today. The inner core, like I said earlier, allows your foot to sink in. So it gives it a nice soft ride as well. And the supportive features of the shoe kind of disappear. You don't notice that it's a control shoe as such. Other things we've got going on there are this external heel clip. So this plastic heel clip around the rear of the foot. A broader base, so on shoes like the Nike Invincible 3 in particular, a broad base, and that creates the stability of that shoe. Same effect here, helps give it a real stable footing when the foot makes initial contact with the ground. Puma have got the Puma grip outsole on there, so again, great traction. They've cut it away under the arch. Now, for me, if we really wanted to make it a little bit more stable, I'd have filled in the medial side there to stiffen that up a little bit. It does allow the foot to sink into the midfoot through the arch. It does allow it to drop a touch. It doesn't lose any of the natural stability features of the shoe, but when the brand referred to the late stage overpronation by curling the outsole up here under the metatarsal head of the big toe, perhaps if we had a bit of a extended outsole in the midfoot area under the arch, then we wouldn't need that. That would create the stability in itself. So who knows? But regardless, it does feel very stable. It feels very natural, and it's a nice shoe to run in. Very easy to run in. First day in the shoes, I did a 10 mile and then a 16 mile on a Saturday, Sunday weekend. So no problems with it at all. Other nice little features, we've got twin lace loops in the tongue, and the tongue has a very soft, almost I don't know, like a neoprene kind of texture to it, so it's very soft and it wraps around the foot nicely. I like that, and it stays in place. It's very neat fitting on the instep. Padding inside the heel, we've got that kind of very sectionalized neat heel collar in there. For me, it's finished on the edge in this very thin nature, that the heel lining doesn't wrap around the collar, and particularly it was on the medial side. This edge where the heel collar joins into the lacing can be a little bit stiff. Wasn't an issue as such, it's not a deal breaker, doesn't detract from the shoe, but I was just aware of it a little bit, so maybe a thicker sock will get around that. Another feature that Puma have worked on, and they talk about working with this specific sock liner provider, is this kind of more textured, more structured sock liner, insole, whatever you want to call it. We do have a metatarsal forefoot dome in there. Now, normally, well, what that's doing is essentially spreading out the metatarsals in the forefoot to create a little space. In this case, that adds to the natural stability of the foot when you push off. It can help contribute towards lessening the effects of mortar neuroma. I don't think it's going to do so in this particular shoe. You don't really notice it. It's only maybe about 1 millimetre, as you can see, maybe 2 millimetres extra thickness, and when you stand in it, it squashes down. You don't notice it, but again, it's a small touch that Puma have considered to help stabilise the foot more naturally. So a nice little touch. It's very soft and comfortable as well. It adds to the step-in feel. I don't really know what else to say about the shoe other than it's really surprising. It's really quite a groundbreaking shoe for Puma, and it's one that I think that will that they'll gain them a lot more followers. The stable or the stability shoe market is a massive area. A lot of people need a touch of stability, and the way the shoe fits and rides, feeling very natural, I think you could put a lot of people into this shoe and they will enjoy it. So Puma ForeverRun Nitro, and that's on sale now.